a great big overgrown crocodile has grabbed Zuma's hovercraft and Zuma can't escape. Sky flew around the lighthouse thinking of a plan. "Got it," she said, and disappeared. The lighthouse then shone really brightly and dazzled the crocodile. Zuma now had a chance and escaped back to the lighthouse. Good plan, Sky. But there had been a storm and the ramp up to the lighthouse from the beach had been washed away. The crocodile was now waiting at the ramp into the sea. Then there was even more trouble. Sky spotted a giant shark who arrived sensing dinner. Back at the lookout, Ryder saw that Wally the walrus had got caught. "I'll get Zuma to help." "Oh, Zuma's trapped as well." "I'm going to have to help them all myself," said Ryder. He arrived with Chase, ready to dive into the sea and help, even though his arm was on the wrong way round. But when he saw the size of the shark, he stopped. "We need another plan," he said to Chase. Rubble then arrived. "Any ideas?" said Ryder. Rubble had one. Sky dazzled the crocodile again, allowing Chase to drive up close. And he threw 2 chains around the crocodile's mouth and pulled them tight so the crocodile couldn't bite anybody. "Good work," said Ryder, whose arm was better now. The crocodile, knowing that dinner wasn't going to happen, moved away. "Now for the shark," said Ryder. Chase had an idea and left. He returned with some crates of fish. They went down to the water and threw the fish in crate by crate. The shark gobbled them all up, crate as well. He was pleased with his meal and left. "Right, Wally needs rescuing. We need to get Zuma a ramp." Rubble sorted out the ramp and Zuma launched his hovercraft. He soon reached Wally and released him. "We just need to connect the lighthouse back to the beach," said Zuma. Rubble helped again. Soon it was complete. Rubble went up to the ramp and moved the fence which had got stuck. "Thanks," said Zuma. Rubble removed the chains from the crocodile so he could eat again. He was pleased to be able to move his jaws. Thanks for watching our story, featuring the Paw Patrol, Roll Patrol, Sky and Zuma's Lighthouse Rescue Set. It fits together easily. If you press the top of the lighthouse, Sky flies around it, and she does come away from her support. Tip Zuma and his hovercraft up, and he rolls down the slipway. The fence can be moved to change his direction. When he heads towards the sea, he knocks a lever, releasing the cage on Wally. There are more pieces of sea track taking Zuma underneath the lighthouse ramp. Ryder had brought the Paw Patrol pups to the beach, leaving Robo-Dog to keep watch at the lookout. "You've all worked so hard, I wanted to treat you," said Ryder. "Treat us to what?" said Chase. "Look over there," said Ryder. The most enormous sea cruiser came through the islands, getting closer and closer. The cruiser belonged to Freya, Sylvanian family's chocolate rabbit girl, and she had agreed to give the pups a treat for the day. She steered the cruiser close to shore and everyone jumped aboard. "There's lots to do on board," Freya said. "But first of all, I'll take you on a short cruise around the bay." When they got back, the pups went to the front of the cruiser, and it then transformed into what must be a luxury houseboat. "Enjoy yourselves," said Freya, "and eat whenever you want." Ryder took a glass of lemonade to the sun lounger. Rocky and Marshall decided to try some fishing. "I've caught something," said Rocky. They pulled it in, and it was the most enormous fish you've ever seen. Marshall put the fish back in the sea, and then had a go himself. "Yes, I've got an even bigger fish," he said. "Oh, maybe not." Rocky put it back. Sky went down the slide into the sea. Chase followed her. On their way out, they looked through the glass bottom of the cruiser at the fish below. Zuma went down the slide into the swimming pool. He then tried the flippers on. "These could be useful," he said. Rubble was more interested in the food. Then there was an emergency. Robo-Dog noticed a rowing boat in trouble and signalled the pups. Freya looked through her binoculars. "It's the meerkat family," she said. "They've lost their oars and can't get back to shore." Marshall and Zuma jumped into the cruiser's own rowing boat and headed towards the meerkats. picked up the oars out of the sea and returned them to the meerkats. "Thank you," said Father Meerkat. "Come and join us on the cruiser," said Marshall. And they all headed back. With everyone safe, they all tucked into the food. Thanks for watching our story, which featured the Sylvanian family's seaside cruiser houseboat with over 55 pieces. The cruiser can be pushed along as a cruiser, and then the roof opens up and the side folds down to reveal a magnificent houseboat. There's a shower that converts to bunk beds, a movable sink, table, chairs and lots of food. Outside there's a slide into the sea, a slide into the pool, flippers, rubber rings, goggles, a fishing line, fish, a rowing boat, opening doors. It also comes with its own island and a storybook with a 14-page story about an adventure on the seaside cruiser.
Ryder was peering out of the lookout tower when he noticed something strange. "It's the lighthouse," he cried. "The light is flickering on and off. If the light goes out, the boats could crash on the rocks." He took a closer look through his periscope. "Oh no! The light is not working at all now. I must let Captain Turbot know." "Ryder, is that you?" asked a very worried Captain Turbot. "I can't see where I'm going. It suddenly got very foggy." "The lighthouse is not working," cried Ryder. "This is terrible," answered Captain Turbot. "Without the lighthouse light, I can't see where I am. I'm lost. We need to get the light working before there's an accident on the rocks. Can you help?" "We're on our way," cried Ryder. "Chase, I need you and your powerful light, and Zuma, I need you to take Chase to the lighthouse in your hovercraft. Let's go!" Zuma raced down the chute and climbed into his hovercraft. Chase followed Zuma, and off they went. Ryder was next, and he quickly climbed into his ATV. Off he went to join Zuma and Chase on the beach. When they arrived, they could see the lighthouse in the distance, although the fog was very thick. Zuma drove the hovercraft closer to the lighthouse. Ryder had converted his ATV to travel on the water, and he soon arrived also. Zuma stayed in the hovercraft while Chase and Ryder climbed the rocks to get to the lighthouse. They arrived at the lighthouse door, but it was locked. "Oh no!" cried Ryder. "I'll have to ask Captain Turbot where the keys are." "Ah," replied Captain Turbot, "I have them here with me." "You have to hurry. We don't want any boats to crash on the rocks." "We must find another way to get into the lighthouse," thought Ryder. He looked up and saw a window. "Yes, Chase, fire your net at the lighthouse and I'll climb up it and get in through that window." So Chase fired his net, and Ryder climbed up it and went in through the window. "Yes, I made it," he cried, and then rushed down the stairs to let Chase in. When they were back in the control room, the telephone rang. It was from a passing boat. They knew there were rocks nearby and needed the light to guide them. "Yes, we're on to it," replied Ryder. "Quick, Chase, turn on your powerful light." So Chase switched it on, and soon a light could be seen coming from the lighthouse. It wasn't very strong, but was just powerful enough for Captain Turbot to safely return. "Thanks, guys," said Captain Turbot gratefully. "Now to mend the light," and he returned with the largest light bulb they'd ever seen. "Wow," cried Ryder, "the boats will certainly be able to see where they're going with that light." And he was absolutely right.
couple of minions were playing Pokemon Go, but weren't having much luck.
Nope. Nope. Oh, hello. No. Nope.
They couldn't find anything, until one of them suggested looking at the top of the hill.
Ooh, yes.
Their eyes lit up, so they ran over to the mountain. He put his phone away and they started climbing up.
Huh. Oof. Huh. Oof. Huh.
They eventually got to the top, but when he looked for the Pokemon, they were gone.
Oh well.
They wanted to head back down, but realised that they were really high up and there was no easy way back.
Uh-oh.
Luckily, nearby, the Paw Patrol pups were on the lookout as per usual. Uh-oh, some minions are stuck on the top of the really tall hill, said Ryder. We need to help them. Well, Sky and I can fly up there, suggested Marshall. So they got into their flying gear. And off they went. Unfortunately, the hill was much higher than they thought, and their flying equipment wouldn't be able to cope with that altitude. So they headed back to Chase and Ryder. It's just too high, said Marshall. We can't reach the top, added Sky. We need a more powerful engine, said Marshall. This gave Chase an idea. So he called Robo-Dog in the air patroller. Great idea, said Ryder. The minions are stuck at the top of the hill, said Marshall to Robo-Dog, so he flew up to help them.
Help! Help!
Robo-Dog had an idea. He asked Harold to fly up a platform of track. And he opened up his cargo door and dropped off a truck. So the minions hopped in and down they went.
Whoa!
They made it.
Woohoo! Again! Again!
Robo-Dog landed the air patroller. Well done, Robo-Dog, congratulated Ryder. So Robo-Dog had saved the day and everyone was safe again. It started snowing on Sodor, and soon enough the ground was covered in snow, and so was the track, making it very hard to see. Meanwhile, Sir Topham Hatt had an important job for Thomas. "Hello, sir," said Thomas. "What can I do for you today?" "Thomas, there are still some presents that need picking up from the toy shop," said Sir Topham Hatt. "But be careful, the track will be very slippery and difficult to see." "Don't worry, I'll be fine," reassured Thomas, and off he went. This track is a little bit slippery, thought Thomas, but I'll be fine. Unfortunately, the track was also very difficult to see, and the points were going to send Thomas the wrong way, and he didn't notice. I don't remember this path," said Thomas. The track then started going up. Thomas stopped. "This can't be the right way," thought Thomas, but he decided to continue up the hill anyway. But Thomas didn't realise that the track stopped at the top, until it was too late. He slid around the mountain. Until he fell in. And burst through the ice doors. "Phew, that was close," said Thomas, "but also very fun." So he went around again. And again. In fact, he went round so many times that he weakened the ice, causing it to break. But Thomas didn't realise until it was too late. He tried to stop, but it was too icy. He exploded through the mountain. And slid off the track. "Oh dear," said Thomas. He needed help. Luckily, Marshall was nearby and rushed over. "Oh no, Thomas, how did this happen?" asked Marshall. "I fell down the mountain," sulked Thomas. "You need to be careful in these conditions, and always watch out for warning signs. But don't worry, I'll get you back on the track," said Marshall. So he did. "Oh, thank you, Marshall," said Thomas. "No problem," replied Marshall. So Thomas left the mountain and was much more careful about where he was going. And soon enough, he was at the toy shop. Hi, I'm Dave, and thanks for watching my video, which featured the Trackmaster Icy Mountain Drift set. It comes with a snowy Thomas. The mountain has 2 track levers. When the first section is down, Thomas passes straight through the mountain and bursts through a set of icy doors. He then travels round an icy corner. If the first section is up, Thomas will either slide right round the mountain and down the side, or slide halfway and fall through the hole and burst through another set of icy doors. It is a remarkable and very clever set. Hello and welcome to the Egg Race. We have 5 chocolate competitors and Kyle and Marshall as our judges. Each round, the eggs will go down the slope and off the ramp. Whichever egg travels the least distance will be opened until there is only one egg left. So let's start round 1. First off, it's the Peppa Pig egg. Ooh, that's a good distance. Car's egg now. Oh, it's gone exactly the same distance. Wow. Kinder Minion egg now. Oh dear, it hasn't gone very far at all, has it? Next, it's the Inside Out egg. And it's gone all the way to the back. And finally, it's the Justice League egg. It's gone quite far, but the loser of that round was the Minion egg. So let's open it. Inside is a pirate minion.
Yeehaw!
Let's start the next round. Justice League first this time. Not bad. Inside Out next. Not quite as far as the Justice League. Cars now. Not bad again, but it's in last place though. And finally, it's the Peppa Pig egg. Well, it's gone further than the car's egg, so the car's egg loses. Let's see what's inside. Inside was Miguel Camino. So we're down to just 3 eggs. Next round. Inside Out first. Very good. Peppa Pig now. That's gone really far too. This could be difficult for the judges. And finally, it's the Justice League egg. And another fantastic roll. The judges have a tough call now. And they say the Inside Out egg loses. Very close though. So what was in it? It's Disgust. So, it's the final. Either the Justice League or the Peppa Pig egg will win and won't be opened. Peppa first. Not bad, but all 3 rolls in the last round were better. Can Justice League beat it? Ooh, it's close, but I don't think it has. No, it hasn't gone as far, so Peppa wins. But what was inside the Justice League egg? It's Batman. So there we have it. Well done, Pepper. Hi, I'm Dave, and thanks for watching my video. Here's another you may have missed.